Hello everyone. So we'll continue our discussion with strings. So strings are nothing but null terminated character type arrays. So it is a simple character type array. We have defined it normally like a character type array, and the placeholder for a string is %s. So we can take input of a string directly like this. So whatever is entered, suppose it is ABCD. So this is stored in a character type array like this. The zeroth index stores A, the first index stores B, so on, and the third index stores D. The last index is a null character which is represented by \0. So this is what is meant by null terminated character type array. The string is terminated by a null character. Now there are a few functions inside this string.h header file which can be used. They are quite useful functions. So we can see these things in our demo program. Now before that you would be quite familiar with what functions are. So the basic definition of function is like a return type is there, then the name of the function is there, the parameters involved are there, and this is the prototype, and the body there are the statements which are to be executed by the function. So as you can see here, int is the return time of the function, strlen is the name of the function, and char star is the parameter of the function, which is basically a string which we will see in pointers. So let us see this demo program. So here, this is a program which we have written by using string.h header file. So we have written a separate function int len which calculates the length of the string, which is same as the strlen function. So we will see how this works out. So on running it, we need to enter two strings. So we entered two strings ABCD and EFGH. So as you can see, L1 equal to 4 and L2 equal to 4, which are the lengths of the strings, and even from len function which we have defined separately, the lengths are coming 4 and 4, and on concatenating them, which is using the strcad function, both of them gets combined and we get ABCD EFGH as the output, and the strcmp compares the two strings lexicographically. So if the two strings are equal, so we have put in here the parameters as s1 and s1, so that is why it returns 0. So as you can see, if we enter the strings the same strings again, we get -1 because ABCD is lexicographically before EFGH, and that is why it returns -1. Same if we reverse this order and print s1, s strcmp, so and again enter the same strings, we get +1 because this time s1 is the first string and it is EFGH, which is lexicographically more in value than ABCD. This function is quite useful for testing equality of strings, as we can't use equal to equal. So this is how the thing works. Let us see the working of the len function. So the len function takes in the parameter which is s, which we have put in here, which we have passed the value of the string s to this, and this is a local copy of this function, and as this is an array, this is actually by default referenced, so any changes made in this s will also be reflected here in this s. So anyways, we define a variable I equal to 0 and keep the loop running. We don't need to do anything in the body of the loop. The counter of the loop, which is I, automatically gives the length till we count the length till the character encountered in the string is the null, which is the terminating character of the string. So this is how the string functions work. Now we'll see another example of functions, how we use functions. So this is a simple program to write the factorial of a number. So this is the fact function which returns the factorial, and so the logic is quite simple. So once we run it, so as you can see, factorial equal to 120 and n equal to 5. Now as you will see, we had passed n here to this function, and also the local variable of this function is also n. We decrement n here in this step, but after that, after calling the function, even after printing n, it remains 5. So any changes in the local copy of this function is not reflected in the original variable n, but if we want to reflect the changes, we need to take in the address of n, and if we put an and ampersand symbol here, there is a reference formed between this n and this n, and any changes made here will also be reflected here. So let us run this code once again, and we can see here n equal to 4, n was initially 5, but this decrement in n is also reflected here in this n. So this is actually making a reference with this and changing the value of n, but if we had put the ampersand here, the value would have remained 5. So that's about it. Functions are actually quite useful tools as they help in increasing the readability of the code and also help in reusing the code many times. Thank you.